Good morning. Congratulations again to all the awardees recognized today. We have now reached the time where I officially transfer stewardship of the college and the symbols of the office of the president to Dr. John Studdard. It's been my honor and privilege to serve as the 79th president of the college. Honestly, I don't know where the time has gone, but it's been an unbelievable year, and for that I'm incredibly grateful. I have every confidence that in transferring the presidency to John, I'm leaving you all in good hands. John, please join me on stage. John, the energy and passion that you bring with you in all that you do will serve the well as you guide the organization forward. Your focus and dedication to providing improving patient care will be an example for all of us to follow. It is my great pleasure to welcome you as the 80th president of the American College of Chest Physicians. And I'm going to go off script for 1 second because I'm terrible with a teleprompter. And what I want to tell you is really what you're getting as president. John has been an incredible advocate for patients throughout his career. He started in the tobacco wars for those of us old enough to remember what those were, and advocated for us on the Hill. What you're getting with John is a tireless worker, a man who is true to his word, a man who has incredible integrity, an unbelievable strategic thinker, and a person who has never met someone who's not his friend. And one of the great things about me being in this position as president is you get to meet people you wouldn't meet in your ordinary lives. And I've had the real privilege of working day after day after day with John, and I'm so grateful to call you my friend. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Too kind.
Oh, I got to transfer the chain. Excuse me.
Ball and chain.
I'm going to put this on for a second because last year when they put it on me, it broke and fell to the floor, which is the start of my presidency. Now I'm going to take it off and transfer it. Felt good for a second there. There you go, John. All right. I think I'm supposed to leave.
Gerard, thank you so much. And I'm not going to press my luck with a gold chain because Gerard wasn't so lucky with it a year ago. Good morning. What an amazing privilege it is for me to stand here today before you as your 80th president of the American College of Chest Physicians. Let me take this opportunity to personally welcome each of you to this meeting, and also to add my thanks to our program chair, Dr. Peter Mazzone, and his co-chair, Dr. Diane Lougheed, from the Canadian Thoracic Society, to their entire scientific program committee, to our incredible staff at Chest for their work, probably of over a year, making this meeting a reality. Thank you all. What an honor it's been to work closely with and to learn from such talented leaders as Gerard Silvestri, Kurt Sessler, Barb Phillips, and Clay Cole over the last several years. I've also had the distinct privilege to be guided and mentored by our truly incredible staff at Chest. There's no question that I have confidence in your guidance, and as all you know, I'll continue to turn to you during the next year, reach out, depend on, and learn from you as we move forward together. You know, often when somebody asks me about assuming the role of president of the Chest this coming week, I quickly acknowledge the abounding respect I have for the opportunity and humbly recognize the outstanding job done by so many others who've preceded me in this position. When asked exactly what's been my responsibility over the last couple of years as president and president-designate, I'm actually reminded of a story about Charles Barkley. Barkley, 22 years ago, was named to the first roster for the Dream Team for our Summer Olympic team. And for those of you who don't really know who Charles Barkley is, he was an All-American basketball player at Auburn University, subsequently played professional basketball, Hall of Fame. But most importantly about Barkley, if you watch him and follow him on the computer or on Twitter or the television, Barkley is blessed with quite the gregarious personality and is never afraid to say exactly what is on his mind. You know, that summer, that dream team roster was incredible. It was stacked with talent like Barkley, but also Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, among others. But the interesting and different thing that year, for the first time, only one collegiate player was on that roster, Christian Laettner from Duke University. Having played in packed houses all over Europe in exhibitions leading up to the Olympics, the team finally arrived in Barcelona in August of that year, and in the initial press conference, somebody asked Barkley, said, Charles, he's Sir Charles now, but Charles, what do you think about Laettner's potential as an NBA rookie this fall? Well, Barkley quickly answered, well, I think Laettner's going to be the strongest rookie in the NBA. Well, the press was a little bit perplexed, and they said, well, what do you mean by that? And Barkley said, well, he'll be the strongest rookie in the NBA because he's been carrying the whole team's luggage all over Europe. So, Gerard, Barb, and Kurt, thank you for letting me carry your luggage. But seriously, thank you for letting me observe, participate, and learn from your rich, diverse styles of leadership. You know, as Gerard emphasized in his incredibly powerful speech to this group a year ago, if someone were to ask me, John, what are your goals as president of CHEST? I would emphasize that our goals and strategies are clearly outlined in our strategic plan and its supporting organizational goals, a 5-year plan coupled with specific, aggressive measures of achievement. Your Board of Regents has been working with our talented staff, guided by Chief of Staff Jenny Nimkovich, over the last year, putting the finishing touches on a strategic plan that will carry us through the year 2022. You know, in today's world of rapidly evolving healthcare delivery and innovative clinical education, long-term strategic planning, as well as real-time performance evaluation, aren't just nice to have, but really represent must-have capabilities. I believe the process we have in place is nimble enough to respond to this dynamic environment, and our process allows us to be responsive to changes and new developments as we move forward. While our goals as leaders for CHEST should reflect and represent those of our organization, our styles and our areas of emphasis are clearly shaped by our individual interests, our specific experiences in the past, and more importantly, perhaps, by our specific passions. Those who know me know that I'm generally not very shy about sharing my passions, so let me do so. First, I want to emphasize my commitment to making sure CHEST remains the global leader in innovative chest medicine education. You know, providing innovative education in today's world of changing expectations and habits of our learners is an exciting challenge. But I really believe with CHEST's incredibly talented and thoughtfully diverse group of clinical education professionals, we are more than up to that task. This innovative education is made possible through the commitment of an exceptional group of clinical educators who help CHEST develop and deliver it. Please join me in thanking all of our volunteers, our authors, and our teachers who excel under the leadership of Drs. Bill Kelly and Alex Niven and our whole CHEST Medicine Education Committee. I also couldn't be happier that this year we're recognizing our inaugural group of distinguished CHEST educators here at CHEST 2017. I'd like to add my personal congratulations and sincere thanks to this group who are role models and set the bar high for all of our clinical educators. You know, I really don't think any group appreciates y'all's unselfish contributions more than those of us who are clinicians. We depend on what you teach, what you write, to allow us to stay up to date in providing our patients with the care that they so need and deserve. I'd also like to pause for a minute, if I could, and give special thanks and recognition to Dr. Richard Irwin. Dr. Irwin has led our journal CHEST for the past 12 years as its editor-in-chief, and along with his dedicated colleagues among his editorial board, have provided us with a journal that's extremely well recognized and that's not wavered from its time-honored commitment to being a top clinical journal in the pulmonary critical care and sleep medicine field. Now to those of y'all that are here who represent our younger members and professionals, I want to let you know that I am committed to finding ways to grow your engagement in chess, and I will work towards emphasizing looking to your creative minds, tapping into your incredible energy and collective talents, embracing your thinking, and better understanding your styles and systems of learning. Chess is committed to providing a professional home for you, one that delivers you the value you're looking for, that satisfies your educational needs, but also gives you an opportunity for engagement and leadership growth. I'm also challenged to and committed to challenging our staff and our leadership in developing a uniform, business-like approach and process in international offerings and educational opportunities. This will be based on the needs of our members internationally and built on a foundation of mutually beneficial relationships. This will include all of our offerings, from live learning to online opportunities, as well as unique simulation-enhanced learning opportunities, but also patient education and lung health endeavors under the leadership of our Chess Foundation, which you've heard about this morning. Another area of incredibly strong passion for me is to encourage that we continually work towards ensuring that the principles of diversity of thought and inclusion permeate all that we do, both on the volunteer and professional side of chess. You know, we all hear and we understand that business leaders have long recognized that a diverse workforce delivers a competitive edge. But more importantly, I really feel like this represents a moral imperative. Part of the challenge, in my view, is that diversity and inclusion are so often lumped together that they're just assumed to be the same thing. But you know, that's just not the case. Diversity equals representation. However, without inclusion, the crucial connections that attract diverse talent, encourages participation, fosters innovation, and leads to growth just won't happen. You know, in the words of Verna Myers, a noted inclusion advocate, diversity is being invited to the party, inclusion is being asked to dance. Diversity without inclusion is the story of missed opportunities. You know, it's the story of participants being so used to being overlooked that they no longer share ideas and insights. Diversity with inclusion, however, in stark contrast, provides a mix of talent retention and engagement. You know, think about it. The opposite of inclusion is exclusion, and that's just not what we're about here at Chess. I believe when you look around this incredible meeting, take advantage of all these phenomenal opportunities to learn in so many innovative ways, network with old and new friends, experience the impact of our very inclusive membership model, you'll recognize that diversity of thought and inclusion are represented here. You know, I think those of y'all who are younger really get it. In the words of former President Barack Obama, when addressing a group of young leaders, you are more eager for the progress that comes not from holding down people who are not like you, but lifting everybody up so that everybody has an opportunity, regardless of what they look like or how they pray or who they love. You know, it's my hope that we follow the lead of the young, nurturing an environment that reflects inclusion. One last undeniable principle that our speaker touched on yesterday that I'd like to emphasize is vital to what we can achieve at Chess is the importance of relationships. You know, regardless of the setting we may find ourselves in, relationships become the foundation of a successful collaboration and better understanding of one another. How important it is for Chess to have great relationships with our sister societies. There's no denying the consistency of our missions, nor that our common interests always should remain the best interest of our patients. I'm confident that we can work on building these relationships as we move forward on common goals, on transparency, on communication, and on trust, and that these relationships can supersede whatever challenges we may face. Thanks to those who are here this week in Toronto from our sister societies, helping us try to work towards advancing the practice of chest medicine. I'm also thankful for the relationships CHEST has with our friends and partners in industry. I really look forward to working with you together in new and creative ways over the next several years, recognizing strategic alignments as we pursue the common goals of better patient outcomes and advancers in provider and patient education in appropriate and compliant ways. You know, my relationships at CHEST over 34 years of membership have given me, and I hope many of y'all, the feeling here of family. I'd like for you to indulge me just for a few more minutes so I can recognize a few of many professionals I've had the opportunity to work with and be friends with who are part of my CHEST family. Marla Brickton and Lynn Marcus from the days of advocacy and tobacco control. Thanks to so many of our past presidents of whom I've had the opportunity and pleasure to work directly with and continue to learn from. Special thanks in this group to Drs. Udaya Prakash and Ed Rosenau. Neither one could join us this week. I talked to them both. You know, they served as mentors to me as they served as president of this association, but also at the Mayo Clinic, along with a lot of other people who tried very hard a long time ago to teach me to be a good internist and pulmonary critical care doctor. Thanks to all that have served on our Board of Regents and our Board of Directors for CHEST Enterprises. Special thanks for your unselfish sharing of your time and talent. Special thanks to my family at the CHEST Foundation, starting with Executive Director Marilyn Lederer and followed in that role by Megan Shagrin, but more recently under the leadership of our present Executive Director Sue Reinbold, and over my years, assistants to such incredible superstars like Rudy Anderson, Chloe Daniels, and Mary Anna Patulin, as well as members of a phenomenal board of trustees. Thanks for y'all's leadership through this incredible period of growth and transformation. You know, I am so proud of the powerful and impactful philanthropic work that y'all heard about this morning, that y'all are leading us to do and doing for CHEST and our patients. Thanks to our entire staff. Can't ever thank them enough. They're phenomenal, led by our Executive Vice President and CEO Steve Welch and his senior staff, Bob Masacchio, Jenny Nemkovich, Sue Reinbold, Nikki Augustin, Ron Moen, and Stratton Davies. You know, under this group of leadership, the staff reorganized themselves in the last few months in a way to try to eliminate silos of talent at CHEST, but to create an integrated approach to optimizing talent across all areas of our organization. This cohesive approach, which you might hear us refer to as One CHEST, is going to give us a better opportunity to achieve our goals and to support innovation and new development across the whole organization. Thanks to each of y'all for your mentorship and, most importantly, your friendship. Thanks to my partners and team at Jackson Pulmonary Associates from Jackson, Mississippi. A great group of friends practicing darn good pulmonary critical care and sleep medicine. Thanks for your support, your encouragement, and your friendships. Thanks to my most important family, my wife Nancy, our son Keith and his wife Julia from Washington, D.C., our daughter Elizabeth and her husband Rick White from Atlanta, Georgia, our granddaughter Caroline and our newest addition, her baby brother Wynn, and our granddog Molly. Thank you all for your support, for your patience most of the time, and your understanding of my passion for this group and for sharing me and my time so I can try to help advance the mission of CHEST. In summary, to emphasize a few themes: effective and dynamic strategy, emphasizing innovative education and the appreciation of our clinical educators, the importance of young members, an effective approach in international growth, sensitivity and commitment at all levels to diversity of thought and inclusion, and the unmistaken importance of relationships, all in the atmosphere of this amazing CHEST family. In the words of CNN's Anderson Cooper, his father, Wyatt Cooper, who's a screenwriter and an editor, and like me, a native Mississippian. The only immortality we can be sure of is that part of ourselves we invest in others. The contributions we make to the totality of man, the knowledge we shared, the truths we have found, the causes we have served, the lessons we have learned. So enjoy this incredible meeting, invest in others, find truths, serve causes, learn lessons. I look forward to working with y'all in the coming year, and thank you so much for this incredibly humbling opportunity to serve as your next president and for your unwavering support of CHEST and our mission. Thank you. Before the introduction of our keynote speaker, I'd like to recognize Dr. Gerard Silvestri. Gerard's completing an amazing year this year as president. Gerard, join me on stage. Excuse me, I've got to go pick up this award. And they've taught me how to do it so I don't break it like I did Mike Nelson's apparently. Oh. Gerard, I'm reading from a script here that I think Gerard might have written. Your guidance, your mentorship, and your superb sense of humor have been invaluable to me over the past few years. The accomplishments of the organization under your leadership has been tremendous, and your dedication and loyalty to CHEST are evident to all who know you. On behalf of the American College of Chess Physicians, a small token of our gratitude. And I'll go off script briefly to say, Gerard, thank you for your friendship, for your family's giving of their time to share you with CHEST. The last 2 or 3 years have been a phenomenal run, and you're still with us as past presidents, so you can't get away from it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, John, wait here for 1 second. You know, last night at 1 a.m., the alarm went off in the Sheraton, and I'm sorry for the folks who were there, but I was the guy who set it off. And the reason I did that is I wanted to put John off his game a little bit because we're a little bit competitive, you know. But as you saw from his amazing speech, I couldn't do that. So, John, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.